Good morning, HFL Cougars and Avon Lions Club members. This is our next co-video. This is for both members of the Avon Lions Club and my students at HFL. So today is Flag Day, June 14th. It's Flag Day, and this morning a group of Avon Lions Club members went around the town and village of Avon, New York, and put up over 340 American flags around town and at people's different houses. I'd like to thank all Avon Lions who helped out, who participated, who put it together. Tim Cole, especially for getting this all together, making it happen. Jim Carney, making sure all standards are up and ready to go. And then the crews that went out this morning. We were a little short-handed, but it was okay. We made it happen. Special shout out to Mark Emminghausen, even though he is not an official member of the Avon Lions Club. When we need a hand doing something, Mark is there to help us out, even at 5:30 in the morning. He was out there. We did a district and a half together this morning, so I'd like to thank Mark for doing that for us. Here are just some of the flags that went up in the middle of the Rotary. Here it looks beautiful. It's a little cold, but the sun is shining. It's gonna look great today around our village and make it look that much better than it already does. Being the resident American history teacher of the club, I thought I'd give a little history lesson on this co-video of the history of Flag Day and how it became Flag Day. So the history of Flag Day goes back all the way to the year 1775, and June 14th was actually when the U.S. Army was commissioned. This is the first day when the Continental Congress approved the making of a standing army for the colonies. So it goes back that far. Then 2 years later, in 1777, the U.S. Army said that, hey, we need some type of flag as we go out in battle. They were using a lot of different random colors and insignias, but the new country needed some type of flag. So 2 years later, on 1777, June 14th, Betsy Ross's original flag that people know was commissioned as the American flag. So that's where Flag Day kind of started. I thought that was very cool. But as an actual observed holiday, it didn't get started until much later, late into the 1800s. A teacher from Wisconsin, a third grade teacher from Wisconsin, started at their school an observance of Flag Day to remember the Commission Day of the United States flag. And then eventually that grew until 1916, when President Woodrow Wilson made executive proclamation that June 14th would officially be recognized as Flag Day. But just my little opinion, that's not how our democracy works. So the official day, by proclamations, the official day when Congress voted and eventually was approved by a president as the actual official day, June 14th as Flag Day, as a national holiday observance, was on June 14th, 1949, when Harry S. Truman signed the act that made it officially Flag Day. So there's a little history of Flag Day. It's not a day off, an official national holiday full-blown, but it is observance to recognize our flag. Here are some of those flags that are up around our beautiful monument. And I thought this was a good video to do. So Avon Lions out, Cougars out, and I'm going to steal a line from our president, Steve Brandt. God bless the Avon Lions, and God bless the United States of America.